What's up, Bulls Nation? It's the Bloody Horns podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Let's get into it, man. Let's talk about the Twin Towers. I need the Twin Towers lineup to stay for the rest of the season. Fuck it. Let's roll the dice. Let's do it. It's creating mismatch problems. It's unlocked a version of Vucevic that, quite honestly, I thought was dead and gone. And the team, man, we just have more of a spark when both of them are playing out there together. So there's something about Andre Drummond that unlocks Nikola Vucevic. Andre Drummond, he stays in the post. He knows his lane. He's never out on the perimeter unless he's screening. When he's in the post and there's a mismatch, he does such a great job of sealing his man and using his size that it forces the defense to constantly be aware of where he is. He draws so much gravity towards him that it frees everybody else up on the perimeter. So Nikola Vucevic, granted, this is a 2-game sample size, but in the 2 games since Drummond and him started getting in the lineup together, last night Vooch played 39 minutes, Drummond played 32 minutes, I believe. They didn't start together, but they went with that lineup most of the game. And then the game before, Vooch played like 43 minutes, Drummond played 36. So in the 2 games since they've been playing a majority of their minutes together, Nikola Vucevic, he's shooting 5 for 11 from 3. Now, before these 2 games for the season, he was at about 25.5% from 3. So I thought his three-point shot had just left him. But like I said, there's something about playing with Andre Drummond seems to be unlocking that shot again. It's the way that Drummond forces constant attention from the defense because he hangs around the paint. He hangs around the rim. Like I said, he's great at sealing his guy. He's great at getting those dump-off passes and going to work and getting baskets and one opportunities, easy dunks, tip-ins. Something about that is freeing up Nikola Vucevic to space out to his more comfortable spots, get these open looks, and cash them. You know, props to Vooch. I've probably been his biggest hater on Twitter this season. He's been abysmal, but the last 2 games, he's starting to put it together. Now, granted, yesterday, he was only 7-19 from the field. He missed a lot of easy bunnies in the paint. He missed some open mid-range jump shots. He was trying to do a little too much, but he did shoot 2 of 5 from 3. That's 40%. That's way better than he's been. And I believe his plus-minus was like plus 19. So him and Drummond, when they're playing together, it's unlocking something in this team that the Bulls just need to do going forward. Now, looking at the buyout market, there might be some names the Bulls can go get because we can't have Terry Taylor as the backup 5, and Sanogo, they're not going to play him for whatever reason. He's the new Marko Simonovic. We're going to see him put up numbers in the G League, but he's never going to get that opportunity up here. So they got to go get somebody. You know, Thad Young, he got bought out. He would be a dream candidate. Maybe nostalgia makes him come back. I'm pretty sure his family's still located here or they still have ties here, something like that. I think he spends his offseason here too. So he'd be a good option. I imagine the Thunder are going to chase him some other opportunities where he could go win. But he'd be great to have as that backup 5 because we need to roll with this Twin Towers lineup as much as possible going forward. But we do need to address some of those backup 5 minutes. We're going to run these guys into the ground. Vooch can't be playing 40 nights a minute. Or 40 minutes a night, sorry. And Drummond, he can't be playing 36 minutes a night. That's a recipe for disaster. So even if they did something like call up Derek Favors, I can't talk today. Even if they did something small, like call up Derek Favors from the G League squad, you know, he's a veteran, been in the league a while. He's probably younger than you think he is. He seems like he's been around forever, but keep in mind, he did start in the NBA when he was 19 years old. So bring him up. He brings a veteran presence. He brings size. Give him 10 minutes a game. You know, I keep telling people when I was talking about Trey Drummond, and they were like, what do we do with the backup 5? I was like, the Heat made the finals with Cody Zeller as backup 5 last year. I am not worried about putting size in the game for 10 minutes just to relieve these guys. It doesn't need to be great. Doesn't need to be all-star level, anything like that. We get our hopes up a little too much when it comes to the backup 5. The backup 5 is the easiest position to fill in the NBA, especially if all you want them to do is hustle, get rebounds, protect the paint a little bit. That's very easy to find a body who can do that. It's much harder to find a guard who can create a shot, make an open shot, play a little on-ball defense. Like backups at the guard and the wing are much harder to come by. Getting just a stiff to come in and play 10 minutes a night, that ain't that hard. So the Bulls have to do that, whether it's through the buyout market or, you know, just the free agent market in general. They got to go ahead. They got to do that. But the big Twin Tower lineup should be here to stay. You just see the team function so much better with those two out on the court together. So the Bulls, man, we're back tomorrow against the Magic. That's another team that's not a bad team to throw that big lineup at. You know, they got size. They got Mo Wagner. They got everybody's favorite former Bull, Wendell Carter Jr. They got Goga. They got size everywhere. So not a bad lineup to throw that out against. They got the Hawks after that. Keep this Twin Tower lineup going. It's working. Stick with what works. Don't overthink it, guys. Just stick with what works. But if you guys aren't subscribed to this, hit subscribe on the page. YouTube handles at Horns Bloody. It's the same handle on all of social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, whatever you do your social media at. Throw me a follow. Let's talk hoops. Take it easy, guys.